As somebody who lost 130 pounds, this bugs me. So, about a couple hours ago, I was in the kitchen and overheard a commercial on my TV for a weight loss medication. And the thing that bugs me about weight loss medication is, well, the shortcut factor. You might ask me, what's wrong with taking a shortcut, Dylan? What's wrong with saving some time? Well, when you take the shortcut, you've completely tossed out the entire learning experience involved in getting that thing you want. That's why you don't just give little kids fucking $100 bills. Because then they don't learn what it takes to get those. They just think, they just spawn in. They grow up and they're like, where's my $100 bills? What's going on here? Like, especially with weight loss. Like, I learned a lot on my journey. Like, so much that I actually became a nutritionist, a certified nutritionist. And I think if I took the pill, honestly, I don't even think I would probably be back to where I was. Because, like, once again, the pill doesn't solve the issue. I mean, like, you take it and you think you're good. It might not even work because you take the pill, you have access to the shortcut, and you're like, psh. I took my medicine this morning, my weight loss medicine. Some donuts, I can eat those. I'm good. Is that a piece of cake? I'm good. I did my shot this morning. I'm good. And then you're not losing any weight, and you're like, whoa, I spent $100 on this medication, and I'm not even losing weight. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't work that way, but you get the idea. They kind of work by just slowing down digestion and reducing your appetite. But the other issue is that you don't need a pill to do that. You can just do it yourself. Like, the problem with these commercials is that they're selling the belief that you can't do it on your own. Same thing with like, well, anything in life. Any shortcut. You're basically saying to yourself, I need this shortcut. I need the quick way. I need the pill. Because I cannot do it myself. Which is true if you think it's true. However, physiologically, it is I'm proof. I am proof right here in front of you that it doesn't take anything but you. I didn't start with a gym membership. I started out, the first thing I ever learned was what a calorie was. And that was the catalyst, And when you take a weight loss medication and you're somebody who doesn't know what a calorie is, now you're never going to know, because, like, you just, took the pill, I'm good. I'm chilling, And it is true for, like, everything in life. Shortcuts rarely hold any value. I mean, how many of you guys have been on a road trip? You're like, oh, well, there's a shortcut right there. You're looking at Google Maps, you're like, man, why can't we just take this road? And then, boom, dead end, it's flooded, you just added an hour to your trip. Same thing happens with the weight loss medication, You take it, you down 30 pounds, and maybe you say, oh, dude, I'm good. And then you just go back to your old habits. And what's funny is if you look at the bottom, the fine print of these commercials, it says with a balanced diet. You know, like you can lose weight on a balanced diet without the pill. Like, I'm not seeing the premise. Because like a balanced diet could be anything. I mean, it's so vague that you could be like, oh, I didn't eat breakfast today. Let's go smash 3 double cheese from McDonald's. And to you could justify that that's a balanced diet. You know. When I was in my meeting with Paige Parks, and we were talking about the acting school, and she told me that it was like 9 weeks. At first, I asked her, I was like, "Is there a way to do this quicker?" You know, I in that moment, I lost myself, and I was looking for the pill. You know. She said there was a way to do it faster, but I need to do it this way. You know. She admitted that there was a pill, but if I took it, then there wouldn't be any value. Because sure, maybe I could have fast-tracked it in a weekend, but what would I have learned? Versus if I take the time, attend all of these classes, then over time that process holds value because I'm going to learn more from it. You know, not taking the shortcut on my weight loss journey made me learn from it. I mean, from where I started to where I am now, I mean, I could write a book. I should write a book. It takes a long time now. We'll get there. And like, I started out with fucking concrete blocks and a running total of my calories on my calculator. I mean, the first month or two, like, I was in a calorie deficit, but I was still eating shit like fried cheesesteaks and stuff. But since I was in a deficit, I realized, like, that's the key. You know? Like, it doesn't matter what I eat. If I'm in a deficit, I will lose weight. And then over time, I eventually realized, okay, whole foods make me feel better. Not going to be as hungry as often. And things like that you wouldn't learn taking the shortcut. You know? The value of anything you want in life is not the thing itself. It's the journey. It's the journey getting there. Yeah. I mean, you could ask me, Dylan, wouldn't you be happier if you had a Bugatti or a fucking Lamborghini? I mean, no. I mean, I would be happy, but I wouldn't be happier. If I decided to get a Lamborghini, I don't think the Lamborghini is the thing that would make me happy. I think the thing that makes me happy is all the stuff I accomplished to be able to get that Lamborghini. You know? Along my journey, people think the confidence comes from the six-pack, but that's not entirely true. Most of the confidence actually comes from knowing that you did what it takes to get it. It's the same for everything. When people drive around in their Maybachs, their Rolls Royce, they're not just flexing the car. They're flexing their accomplishments pretty much, you know, because you know that they had to put in some work to be able to get it. Now, there's some people out there that, well, they took the pill. Maybe they rented it, or somebody bought it for them. It was a gift. And they may have the car, but they don't have the knowledge. And the knowledge is what's actually more valuable. I'll be back.